What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Stampede Airsoft. Today we're going to be taking a look at the little brother to the MP5, the MP5k. So looking at the outside of this gun, there are a lot of similarities between it and a standard MP5. However, inside, there are some things that make it a little bit different. Externally, of course, it is full metal with a polymer pistol grip and a polymer front handguard here. But all of the other features are made out of full metal. At the very front of the gun right here, you have your orange tip. Now, on the MP5s, these are not removable. It is also where you will find your threads for this gun. They are 14mm negative and will take 90% of aftermarket muzzle devices that exist in airsoft. And then right behind the threads is an MP5 tri-lug. So with this, you will be able to take any MP5 specific suppressors, slide them over that and lock it in, so you'll have a quick detach feature with that suppressor. Something I would do personally, because of how short the barrel is on this gun, I would take a suppressor, slap it on there, leave it on there full time, and just run the barrel all the way through the suppressor, so you can get a little bit more FPS range and accuracy out of this small little gun. Moving back, you have your handguard area. So it is a short, little stubby little handguard. You have this nice little foregrip built in. On the left side here, you do have your charging handle, so you are able to pull back on that and do the iconic little HK slap. And it'll go forward, make that nice little clanking noise. On the standard MP5s, pulling back and locking your charging handle back will open up your dust cover and reveal your hop-up. On the MP5k, your hop-up is actually found underneath the handguard. So to remove that, there's this pin up here at the front, which also features your front sling attachment point. You'll pull that out, pull your handguard off, and there will be a small little slider on the left side. Push it in, it'll add more hop to the gun. Pull it back out, it'll take hop off, that sort of thing. This is also where you will find your connector for your battery. So the battery compartment on this gun is very strange. Obviously, there is no stock for you to fit a battery in, and there isn't a very big handguard for you to fit a battery in either. So the way that works, out on the back right here, there are these two pins. You'll pop the pins out, pull the back all the way off of the gun, and then along the entire top side of the gun, there is a very long channel to fit a very big stick type battery down. So you'll slide that down all the way up through the front. You'll pop the connector out the front right here with the handguard still off, and then you can plug it in. It's a very complicated process, but you can just keep the battery in here and just remove the handguard, unplug it, and charge it with the battery still inside the gun, so you don't have to go through that process to take the battery out and charge it. If you wanted to swap batteries, that's when you would run into an issue. And then with a battery installed and all that stuff, you won't really be able to make use of the charging handle. However, it doesn't do anything practical on the gun. All it is there is for aesthetic, and if you wanted to just, slap the charging handle. Keeping it on top of the gun, you do have the points for if you wanted to mount a top rail segment, so you can mount an optic or something in this gun. There are two little tabs that stick out the side. You'll take your rail, put it on top, and just clamp it down around those tabs. On the back of the gun right here, you have your rear iron sight. So this has 4 or 5 adjustable apertures. Get really big, and then you can adjust them, make them really, really small, depending on how far you're aiming out with this gun. On the bottom side of this rifle, you have your magazine release. So you have the traditional MP5 paddle release. You push the paddle, mag comes right out. And then on the right side right here, there is a little, it's more of an M4 style mag release. So that's something that you can get if you're coming up, hitting it with your thumb and pulling the magazine out. Right behind that, you have your ambidextrous fire selector. So your standard, safe, semi, and full auto. And then on the very back here, you have a little swivel sling attachment point where your stock would usually be on a standard MP5. So that is all of the external features of the MP5k. Internally, unlike the other MP5s, it does not feature VFC's Avalon gearbox. So you're not going to get the super crazy high FPS and rate of fire that you usually get out of the other MP5s. However, it is still standard version 2 internals. The only things that are not standard version 2 are obviously the hop-up, the trigger, and your air nozzle. Everything else can be swapped out to turn this gun into an absolute monster. After taking this gun back to the chronograph, filling the magazine up with .20 gram BBs, and plugging in a Titan Power 11.1 lithium-ion battery, this gun is shooting 335 FPS, and on full auto, it is cranking out 16 rounds per second. Now again, that's not very fast compared to the other MP5s. This gun is significantly cheaper than the other ones. It's about $100 less than the other MP5s that are on the market, coming in right around 257 bucks, where the other ones are closer to $400. This gun is perfect for anybody that is looking for a nice compact submachine gun that they can run as a sidearm, keep it swung back while they're using like their main rifle, maybe their sniper, and want something with a little bit more firepower than a regular blowback pistol. This is perfect for that job. Small, you don't have a stock on it, anything like that. Like I mentioned earlier, the performance isn't the same as the other MP5s, but you are paying significantly less for this one than those other ones. And with that extra money you're saving, you can put it into getting more upgrades for this gun. You know, you can increase the rate of fire, you can put a longer barrel in it so you can get more FPS out of it, that sort of thing. And just like the other MP5s, there are tons of customizations that you can do to this one. They make aftermarket M-LOK handguards for them. You can get the top rail so you can put an optic on this thing. You can get different magazines for them. If you wanted to, you could slap a stock on this thing. The customization is almost endless for the MP5 because it is such a popular weapon platform. The MP5k is currently available in-store and online at StampedeAirsoft.com. They're going for $256.95 as of right now. As always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out our Facebook and Instagram page to keep up to date whenever we get new stuff into the shop like this. And I will see you guys next time.